Hello, welcome to the Northern Monkeys Cricket Show. You have myself and Michael today. Hello, Michael.
Hello. A bit quick, right? Sorry, I apologise. Yeah, I'm a bit quick off mark, sorry.
No worries. So today is just a quick 5-10 minute chat about the England squad announced for the Tour of India. We've also got the Indian squad as well. So we'll go through the England squad first. A couple of changes. Headlines are that Archer and Stokes are back in, but also Rory Burns is back as well. So the full squad is Joe Root, Rory Burns, Tom Sibley, Jofra Archer, Josh Butler, Ben Stokes, Moeen Ali stays in, Jack Crawley, Ollie Stone, James Anderson, Ben Foakes, Chris Wokes, Don Bess, Dan Lawrence, Stuart Board, Jack Leach are the 16 that's been named in there. It's as expected, Mick. Stokes and Archer, the plan was always to rest them, and they're going to be important for this test. Yeah. They're going to be key. Stokes is obviously key for us, but Archer in India, that extra bit of pace, it could be massive.
It is. I mean, the wicket's going to be slightly different to what we're playing on at the moment in Sri Lanka. So it's kind of blooding the spinners over in Sri Lanka, ready for India. But we do need that pace over there, and Archer brings you that, obviously. Plus, obviously, the experience of Broad and Anderson as well. So it's going to be really, really tough. It's going to be a tough tour, and I think that's one of the reasons why the squad's been named, but only for the first two tests, hasn't it? You know, I think they're going to need to reassess afterwards. They've got a lot of cricket this year, a lot of cricket.
Yeah, so there's a couple of absentees that are supposedly being rested for the first two tests. Mark Wood, Sam Curran, and Johnny Bairstow are the three that are being rested for that. I can understand Mark Wood's had a lot of injury issues, and they're constantly telling us that they need to manage his game time. Completely understandable. I feel a bit sorry for Sam Curran, although is he getting in and out of the first 11 at the minute? I'm not sure. And Johnny Bairstow's, for me, is the big one. I think Johnny Bairstow's can feel harshly done by. They say he is being rested, and I sort of understand. You've got the bubbles nowadays. It's not normal Test cricket at the minute. You've got to go into bubble 2-3 weeks before. But if I were Johnny Bairstow, I'd be thinking, you know what? I've done really well in the first test in Sri Lanka. Got a decent almost 50, and then not out in second innings. I'd be disappointed.
Yeah, possibly. But like I just said, there's I think we've got 17 tests to play this year. You know what I mean? It's absolutely outrageous the amount of cricket they've got to play.
Plus your white ball stuff.
Plus all the white ball stuff. Yeah, which Johnny Bairstow's an integral part of. So I get it. I do get it. I get it. There you go. That's my assessment of it. I get it. I understand. Now, if they were to leave him out completely of this series, then I might be a bit worried. But hopefully, if he's disappointed, hopefully he'll do a Stuart Broad and come back and bang a 200 through next time he plays. So you never know, do you?
No, that's true. The other one who is being rested but will start the series is Josh Butler. Josh Butler will play the first test, but then we'll be going home, and Ben Foakes will come in to take the gloves for the rest of the series. I'm a fan of Ben Foakes, Mick. Whenever he's played, I know he's only played five tests. He's averaging 41 in 5 tests with 100 and 150, highest of 107. Josh Butler's test batting is a problem. It's not a massive problem, but it's a slight issue. Ben Foakes, in his early days of his English career, obviously he's not played Australia and the big boys. Yeah. But he's got a solid batting record, and he's a pretty good keeper as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
It is, and we need another keeper. Josh Butler is playing all forms, all three formats. For some reason, whatever reason that is, they don't seem that keen on putting Johnny Bairstow behind the stumps. So obviously we need somebody else in there as well. So yeah, let's see what he can do. Hopefully he can have a good series and possibly even challenge Josh Butler for that test place.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. There's lots of fighting for places, and with so many tests and changing the squad, it gives people a chance.
Yeah.
To get involved. I think we'll see a lot of spin this series. Interesting to see how Dan Lawrence, if he keeps his place. Rory Burns is back in the squad, back in as obviously at the top of the order. Very good. I'm not sure he's been out with injury or a kid. I can't quite.
I think he's been injured, hasn't he? I think he's been injured. Paternity leave. Sorry, apologies. Yeah. Not that's we talked about Rory Burns, aren't we? Yeah, he's been having sleepless nights.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Stuff.
And then Ollie Pope is back in the squad. I like, again, a big fan of Pope, Mick. He offers a lot. He's a very young batsman, but there's a lot to like about him, isn't there?
There is, yeah. And he's just got that youthful exuberance, you know what I mean? And it's a decent squad. I like it. I like the squad. I like the ambition they've got there, because they're going to need some. We're going to need some ambition. We're going to need some confidence, because India are on a high. They've just stuffed the Aussies fantastically well, which was utterly brilliant to watch. I have to say, utterly brilliant. But we'll talk about that another time, because we haven't really got time now to lay into Aussies as I'd like to. So, but they are going to be on a high. They are the best team, I think, in the world, and they weren't even playing at full strength in Australia.
No,
they got a lot of injuries and
Well, I was going to say Kohli only played the first test because he had paternity leave as well. Which the first test is the one they lost. They won 2 out of the next 3. In the last test, they were also missing Sharma, KL, Rahul, Jadeja, and Bumrah.
Yeah,
who were we're not Indian fans, so we don't know the non best players, but I know all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Indian squad I have here somewhere. Bear with me, it's disappeared. So Indian squad, Kohli's back in, as we mentioned. Sharma, Agarwal, Gill, Pujara, Rahane, KL Rahul's back in. Hardik Pandya, Rishant Pant as your wicketkeeper, and Sahar as the backup keeper. Ashwin's in. Yadev, Patel, Washington Sundar, Ishant Sharma, Jashrit Bumrah, Siraj, and Thakur. It's a good squad, that, you know.
Are we considering at this stage? Obviously, we're a couple of weeks away yet, almost 3 weeks away from the first test. We've not even arrived in India yet, but I'm thinking damage limitation already. How can we get out of this without getting absolutely spanked? It's going to be a real toughie. It's going to be a real toughie. But we know that the England team are very strong mentally. Really, really strong, but they're going to have to be. They're going to have to be, because they are facing one of the best teams, if not the best team in the world, in their own backyard. The only upside, I guess, is that I'm assuming that the crowds are not going to be there because of COVID, or if they are, they're going to be diminished.
Yeah,
I would assume, which would benefit, which is probably going to benefit us, because obviously the atmosphere in India can be quite vociferous, I think is a good word, isn't it?
Yes, very, very passionate.
Absolutely. Fantastic atmospheres, but not if you're an away team, I wouldn't have thought.
Yes, I agree with that. I wouldn't like to be the away team playing against them.
No.
They've got a great record at home. I don't think they've lost since 2012, and that was England. Alistair Cook's England. The last time England went to visit India was a 4-0 whitewash.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see that. I think we've got a good squad. We're building back up to a good squad. I'm very interested to see how people like Archer is going to deal with it, because he's still quite new to the test scene.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got young batsmen. Rory Burns is still relatively new. Zach Crawley, new. Dom Sibley. Dom Sibley in the first test at Sri Lanka really struggled with the spin. Really, really struggled with it.
Yeah.
And Ashwin is probably a better spin bowler than all the Sri Lankans have got.
Yeah, without a doubt.
In his own backyard, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson. Whatever happens, it's going to be a good learning curve for a lot of these players and the England squad as a whole.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to, especially after how India performed in Australia. It could be a fantastic series.
It certainly has potential for it, doesn't it? It certainly does, if we could keep ourselves in it. So fingers crossed.
Yes, 100%. So that will start in a couple of weeks. Actually, 5th of February, the first test. First two at Chennai, and the next two at Ahmedabad. I assume that's because of COVID. They're not around the country like they would normally be. So, anything else you want to add on either squad, mate?
No, I think that's it. That's good. Cool. Looking forward to it.
Really looking forward to it. In the meantime, we've still got the Sri Lanka test, which starts on Friday morning. We'll be coming basically each day to do a quick review of each day on that one, and then we'll keep coming here and there with other bits and pieces throughout the week. So subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Like the Facebook page, follow us on Twitter. You know, all that stuff you do. Come on.
Yeah. Get involved. Come on, get involved.
And we'll see you all in a few days' time for the reviews of each day of the Sri Lanka test. Cheers for watching, guys.